Oh man! Oh, you hear that? Okay, pause. So it's no secret that the LG XBOOM speakers, mainly the PK5 and this one, the PK7, are my favorite Bluetooth speakers. This thing rocks with me when I'm working out in the garage, if I need to pick up and go and I want some music with me, this thing is traveling with me. This is my go-to Bluetooth speaker. But you know how the mad scientists at LG are always cooking up something. So in the underground laboratory, the mad scientists at LG in the XBOOM department, they were mixing up all kinds of chemicals and speakers and wires, and the stuff started bubbling up. There was this massive explosion. Then all of a sudden, one of the mad scientists picked up the PK7. He was like, by the power of XBOOM, I have the power! Whoa, man. Oh, God. And that was how the RK7 was born.
Let's do it.
Okay, I am pumped about this one. Yes, I have reviewed several LG XBOOM speakers in the past, but this one, I don't know, there's something special about this one. I think it's because it's like a Frankenstein of the portable Bluetooth speakers. Although this one is not portable, you do have to plug it up. I hope you can see the cord back here. You do have to plug it up into the wall. And that's simply because it puts out so much power. It's rated at 500 watts. So with 500 watts, it's consuming about 90. Yeah, you kind of need to have this thing plugged into a wall because if it had a battery, you just probably wouldn't be able to carry it nowhere. Anyways, it sits up like this. The controls are actually on the top right here, as you can see. You can lay it down on its side because it does have these like little rubber feet. That way you can lay it down. It does have a cool feature of being that there's like a gyroscope in here or something like that. So if you have it sitting up, it goes into vertical mode. And once you turn it over to one side, it goes into horizontal mode. So that way the music is actually projected in the right fashion. LG just built that in there. Good look on their part. But we got to get into some music, man, because it's all about the sound of this thing. Now let me open up my tablet because yes, you can play this thing from your phone. You just press the F button right here. We got LG TV, we've got FM radio, we got USB input, we've got optical input, and we've got auxiliary input, and we've got Bluetooth input. Let me make sure I'm connected. Hold on, just real quick. I'm gonna give you a short little sample because I got more to talk about. Let me give you a little sample. Ooh, man, that's solid. Okay. I don't want to get too carried away in the music before I give you all the details. All right, so once you actually download the LG Music Flow app, you see here you got your little speaker hooked up. Let me see, we are in Bluetooth mode, so let's get out of that. But you can actually pair this thing up two different ways. You got multi-mode and dual mode, meaning you can just pair two speakers up and have it playing stereo left and right, or you can just have multiple speakers and this can just be one of the multiple speakers. But you can get into the lighting. Let's go ahead and get into that. Now, all this can be controlled from the actual speaker itself, but the app on your phone or your tablet just makes it that much easier. So you have your different sound signatures being rock, pop, jazz, whatever you want, or you can actually customize it with a user EQ. Let's go into that. Okay, mine is already set. I like a lot of treble, like my mid-range right there. And then of course I want my bass. So let's just hit okay. And then let's go into the light so you can actually control what kind of lighting you got here. I got more of a dynamic thing going, but you got red, yellow, you got some greens, and you can just pick whatever you want. But they also have these preset modes like fireworks and all this. Now you've seen this on all their other speakers, but it's just good that they put it here because this kind of helps it become a party speaker. You just plop this thing up in a room and let the party get started because you've got DJ mode. And once you get into DJ mode, that's when it gets fun. Okay, let me turn this down just a little bit. Hold on. Let me turn it down to 20. It actually goes up to 40, but let me turn it down to, yeah, let's go with 15. Okay, so you can of course do your scratching just like that. You got a flanger, phaser. Now all these are different sound effects that you can actually add to your music as you're playing. But we do have that infamous club air horn. We got different sound effects there. Love those, and you know I love messing around with them. Now, you do not have access to these sound effects in this particular mode right here directly from the speaker. This is accessed through the app only. But what you can do without the app is get the party started. You got auto DJ, you can access all your different sound modes. You can change the lighting here, and you can also play and pause your music and connect multiple speakers. But let's go ahead and give you another sound demo. I like that beat. Hold on. Hey! Now, I will tell you that amongst all the bigger speakers that I've reviewed, this one is not as overwhelming. I don't know if it's because it's got these 6.5s right here paired up, but as far as the balance is concerned, this speaker, even at low volumes, it actually plays a really nice balance of sound. We were able to put this thing in our living room, and it blended well with the other speakers because we have it connected to our Google Home system. And it blends well with all the other speakers. It doesn't feel overpowering even at low volumes, because sometimes with speakers like this, they're really bass heavy and they just put out too much bass at low volumes, and it just it sounds a little muddy. This one actually plays really well at respectful volumes because you're not blasting your music all the time. Sometimes you're just doing some casual listening. And you know, when we have this thing on, like, I don't know, anywhere between maybe 4 and 7, it sounds really good. It's just nice, easy listening coming out of here. And I really appreciated that over the first weekend we got it, because I just wanted to try it out, but I didn't want to be overwhelmed and feel like I always had to be in party mode when I was listening to this thing. That means you can just have it for casual listening. You can get 2 of these and pair them up at the price. Yeah, you probably should just get 2 of these and pair them up. You can have this hooked up to your surround sound or your home theater, because like I said, even at casual volumes, you can listen to your TV or music or whatever, but when it's time to go into like theater mode or even party mode, this thing is ready to go. Every once in a while I get up in my feelings, man. I be wanting to sing to my wife and stuff and try to see if I can get her in the mood. You know what I'm saying? It does not come with its own mic. I just happen to have one on standby because I'm just that kind of dude. But it does have an input back here, and as soon as you plug it in, it recognizes it and it goes into karaoke mode. So here you have all those crazy effects. Let me turn on the mic. Testing, testing. Oh snap. It's just something that comes over me when I get a microphone in my hand. Okay, so you see it has all these regular modes. Right now we have, you know, different keys in my voice, but we can also go into bass, because why not, right? Oh, it sounds like I'm so big. Or we can just go into soprano. And should I finish out the video in this voice? I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. But what if we wanted to go a little bit higher? But seriously, you got all different types, all the same ones you have on the bigger systems, but it's right here built into your tablet. That way, if the budget or your space doesn't allow for you to have the big one, you can get this and have all that power built into the speaker directly from the app. You know you want my love, baby. You got me twisted. Girl, you got me twisted over you. But I gotta be strong, Ooh, you did me wrong, and I thought we were real. I thought we were down. Ooh, make up your mind. Okay, let me turn this off. If you're still watching the video after putting up with my singing, you can see that you can have a great time with this thing. Now, before I get out of here, I will tell you this: the price is perfect on this thing. Between all the inputs, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to hook this up to your home theater. The sound is well balanced between the mids, lows, and highs. You got the karaoke, the DJ effects. So this is like your one-stop shop for everything you're gonna have going on in your house. But at the end of the day, it is an XBOOM speaker, and XBOOM speakers are meant for partying. You can turn it all the way up to 40 if you want to. It's loud, it's super loud. Everything remains the same. You still get the punch from the bass, the mids and highs are still there, and everything just sounds good with no distortion, even at max volume. Now remember, I ain't no expert on this kind of stuff, but if you had a good time checking out this video, you make sure you throw those emoji hands up in the comment section, and I'll see y'all at the next one. Too far to give up who we are. We're up all night to get lucky. All right, apparently
apparently you had a good time watching this video. Well, today's your lucky day because I done already made a whole bunch of them for you to go back and binge watch. But if you just want to check out the new stuff, you make sure you smash on that subscribe button and tap that little bell. That way you'll know when it's time to come back and open up some new stuff.